What's ironic about the whole thing is that this entire beef started because Sneako said jiu-jitsu is for autistic people. Now, not even 2 months after he said that, he's posting streams where he's in the gym practicing jiu-jitsu.
Bro, I just like, bro, people who change their opinion based off of who they around. How you gonna say that and then you MMA? I wouldn't call Sneako a bully. I mean, I think bully is too nice of a word to call him, and plus you gotta actually bully people for it. I'd call him more of a cuck.
Say your pain. Are you finished?
Jump ahead and slow, jump ahead and slow. Had to turn my phone, yeah, had to change the tone. Had to turn my diamonds, yeah, they smoking in the tone. About what you saying, yeah, so shut up and let me go. Riding in that beat, let me talk the truth. But down what you on me, I got my blinking truck. Head number one up on the chart, yeah, stay the one.
Oh damn, what happened to this nigga, bro?
It's been a rough start to the year for Sneako.
This nigga been getting cooked.
Find himself in a bunch of controversy.
This nigga been getting cooked.
When he got into a beef with 27-year-old Mikey Musamichi. If you just go off appearances,
That nigga be getting cooked. Hey Jay, you still up in here, bro?
that stereotypical nerdy look. And at just 5'7", 134 pounds, he's a pretty small guy. But his looks are deceiving because he's
Sneako ain't, bro. That nigga been getting cooked
Called an Aoki
religiously. All right, bet. I'm down the game right after this video. Yeah.
What I think of a master of jiu-jitsu is somebody that inspires another generation.
Yo, what's going on, Milkman?
Why I like striking this?
What happened? What you mean with this video?
This is a competition where you just, it's an art and it's an art form, but I learned from the master. He looks like Mark Zuckerberg. He shouldn't be winning.
So much credit. I did his move.
I never liked this nigga Sneako, and the reason why I absolutely, and it's not because everyone disliked him. I found out about him midway through the dislikes, just through other people's shit. But my God, if there's one type of person I hate, is someone who changes their opinion based off of who they're around. And this nigga does it so much, which the only thing I can look at this nigga is clout chaser. You know what I'm saying? There's a clout chaser, bro. It's just so bad, bro.
And they make themselves feel good. They pick on the differences of humans, which is the most beautiful part of humans, their uniqueness. I really don't like bullies, guys. And there's this guy named Sneako making fun of me, making fun of my friend, making fun of jiu-jitsu. He calls himself a boxer. I'm a jiu-jitsu guy. Let's have an MMA fight. I challenge Sneako to an MMA fight. I'm gonna shut his mouth and I'm gonna take the bully's lunch money.
The video got millions of views.
I didn't know about that.
I'm pressuring him.
You know how, dog. I'm gonna be honest, bro. If any dude with a voice like that look like he get shoved in the lockers and called me out, you got it, bro. I'm apologizing. He knows some shit that I don't, and I'm about to apologize. You, bro. I mean, it is sneaky, yo. I mean, fucking my little brother would knock his ass out. But still, it's just like, I'ma shut up, bro. I ain't gonna talk no more shit, nigga. He ain't whining nothing. Nigga just said, I hate bullies. I do jiu-jitsu. You box? Bet. Meet me in the ring. You're not gonna call the authorities or report me or something, nigga? You wanna squabble? Hey, this nigga wanna squabble? Damn. And then you see this look on his face at the end of it? Oh, nah, bro. I'm in them DMs immediately, bro. My bad, bro. Hey, let me explain something, bro. I didn't realize you were about that life and I wasn't familiar with your game. I do sincerely apologize. Hey, dog. That
get in the cage with Musamichi and have it out. But this would only ever go one way. You see, Mikey is an American submission grappler and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt competitor.
Oh, he don't want that smoke. Oh, he don't want that smoke. Oh, he don't want that smoke.
And is a 5-time IBJJF black
oh,
belt
nah.
champion. First American to win more than one IBJJF world title at black belt.
That's what you was calling out?
Flyweight submission grappling.
That's what this nigga was talking shit to?
This guy is no joke, and needless to say, he would flatten Sneako in seconds, even with the size difference. Sneako definitely knew this, but he...
Y'all realize, like, we all smart enough to pick our battles, right? I wasn't familiar with his game until they start going to the homie's background, but like, I don't be going around shitting on people just to shit on them. But like, do you not pick your battles? Why are you trying to bully or talk shit to somebody who...
He promised to take up Mikey's offer anyway, under one condition.
Mikey fights you in MMA under one condition, because you accused me of being a bully, I called you a Mark Zuckerberg lookalike, and I've never seen a world champion accuse somebody with no experience of being a bully. But I accept. I understand why you're upset. One condition, because I don't need the money, I'm an active income. You need to tell your sparring partner and your lookalike, Mark Zuckerberg, to have a 1-hour conversation with me about who controls the world. And then I'll fight you, inshallah. I'll see you soon, Mikey. Look forward to it.
Good way to back out of it without saying no. Don't decline, but say something they can't do or else you won't fight.
Did this nigga say get Mark Zuckerberg? If he can have an hour-long conversation with him and Mark Zuckerberg? I said you look like... Wait, this nigga said he looked like Mark Zuckerberg and some other shit, because I know that's not all he said. Said some other shit, was talking shit. So he said, bet, meet me in the ring. And his response is, I'll fight you in the ring only if you can get Mark Zuckerberg to have an hour-long conversation with me about who runs the world. I ain't even a bully, but like, I want to bully this nigga Sneako now. Like... I ain't never just felt the urge to just go bully somebody, bro. But like, this guy, my God. My God.
Post, and it's an interesting point. Sure, Mikey has a relationship with Zuckerberg and they spar together. But
oh, he noticed it.
Convincing Zuck to sit down with Sneako was pretty much zero. So by agreeing to take the fight only under this condition, Sneako effectively said no while saving face. But going off other events we'll discuss in this video, I actually think Sneako was serious and that he was prepared to take the beating. Either way, Mikey was not happy with his response.
Alright, so obviously Sneako doesn't want to fight me. Adding in all these stupid stipulations he knows will never happen. Typical bully. They talk and they talk, beyond the safety of their screen, or even in the bathroom, recklessly, and they never face consequences. There's so many people out there like him. My goal here was to stand up to a bully. Kids, get yourself into Muay Thai or Jiu-Jitsu so you can learn self-defense and you don't have to deal with idiots like Sneako.
Sneako responded.
My God. My God.
I'm not getting paid. You're a world champion, and this was my first time ever training. I want to speak to Mark Zuckerberg for an hour about him. Bring that part up. Don't say that's a bunch of stipulations. You spar with him. You speak to him regularly. Let me have a conversation with him. I'm going to live stream it. That's it. It's not all these stipulations. I'm not asking for like weight things. I'm not asking for any clauses. I'm just saying I want to speak to your sparring partner, Mark Zuckerberg, live on a stream, and then I'll do MMA with you. Don't try to lie. You're gonna call me a bully. This is fair.
Ultimately, Mikey wasn't willing or able to deliver on Sneako's demands, so the fight never went ahead, and the whole saga ended there. Sneako came away from it looking pretty bad, and was even called out on the Joe Rogan Experience for being a bully. What's ironic about the whole thing is that this entire beef started because Sneako said jiu-jitsu is for autistic people. And now, not even 2 months after he said that, he's posting streams where he's in the gym practicing jiu-jitsu. It's impossible.
What did I tell y'all about people I hate the most? Well, you should see Tristan Tate's response to Logan Paul. That shit, hold up. But like, bro, I just like, bro, people who change their opinion based off of who they around. How you gonna say that and then you MMA? I wouldn't call Sneako a bully. I think bully is too nice of a word to call him, because, and plus you gotta actually bully people for it. I'd call him more of a
Possible to take someone seriously when they flip-flop on the things they say like this, and Sneako does this all too often. From around the time his beef with Mikey started,
you know how bad your shit gotta, you know how bad your life gotta be to have a soft monotone YouTuber describe your life? You know it's over then.
Teaching him a thing or two. Most of these guys,
we're gonna talk about this bitch ass nigga named Sneako.
Sean Strickland has a reputation for being your stereotypical tough guy. He's the type of person who will pick a fight with almost anyone, regardless of age, weight, or fight experience. And many people consider him to be a bully. He's known to go really hard in sparring, but it's unclear whether Sneako knew this before agreeing to get in the cage with him. Just before their spar,
that's why he went so hard on that thing.
Warned Sneako about Strickland.
I thought he just...
Yeah.
Do you guys have headgear?
Let's see if someone has one.
Okay.
I'm gonna wrap up.
Can't leave that part of Sean too. Oh my god. I don't think he realizes what he got himself into.
Chat, should I do headgear or no headgear?
You should do headgear.
I would have said no headgear.
Yeah, Strickland's not the nicest guy to spar, but whatever. It's too late now. You're already in it, so.
You got to make Steve from Blue's Clues for Steve.
We'll do like some.
Actually, you own to something, bro. You actually own to something.
Sneako still decided to get in there with Strickland, and he did it without headgear. For the first few minutes of the spar, Sean allowed Sneako to take shots at him while barely putting up any resistance. He kept talking to Sneako, taunting him as he ate his punches. Stood next to each other, you can see just how much of a size difference there is between them. Sneako looked like a kid in there, and Strickland was just toying with him. As the spar went on, Sean began counting down to when he would let loose.
We got 4 minutes. As we get closer to the 3-minute mark, you're about to feel a significant more amount of pain. They should be setting it in right now that nothing you can do can hurt me. And this is a moment that as you realize.
Don't want to be that guy, but I'm just saying. If he said I got 4 minutes, once them 4 minutes is up. Hey, you won, bro. You got it. You won. You got it. You got it, bro. You win. You beat me. Fair and square.
You're about to have a really bad fucking day.
Nope.
It honestly seemed like Strickland was taking some sort of sick pleasure in the whole thing, knowing full well what he was about to do. 3 minutes into the spar, he completely switched up and started wailing on Sneako, throwing heavy shots that could have been seriously damaging.
Oh my God.
There was literally nothing Sneako could do besides try to protect himself. People kept throwing in towels, but Strickland completely ignored them, and the fight only stopped when someone jumped in to break it up. It was really surprising that Sneako didn't go down during that, because Strickland wasn't holding back. He came away with a bloody nose and some bruises, but it could have been worse. I mean, just look at this punch that landed flush on Sneako's face. Even though he took a beating, this is one of the only dramas Sneako's been involved in that he came away from looking good. People respected the fact that he stood his ground and didn't go down, even though he couldn't fight back. Strickland, on the other hand, got a lot of criticism, but unsurprisingly,
I ain't got no criticism for Strickland, okay? He chose to get his ass in the ring. He was warned about how this nigga is in the ring, and still got his ass in that ring. So, I don't feel bad, but I do respect his ass for getting in that ring with that nigga though. I do got a little bit of respect for it. It's stupid, but I respect it. I ain't jumping in the boxing ring with a nigga that's way past my weight class. Like it's not gonna work. That's not how biology works, bro. A lightweight ain't about to just throw hands with a motherfucking heavyweight. It's just not gonna happen. So I ain't hopping in that motherfucker with Strickland, okay? Still.
he didn't care at all.
Give me Mayweather, bro. I'm still gonna lose, but at least I can tackle the motherfucker.
Cool.
You know,
he's like a tackle the nigga, bro.
I am not a good man. I tell you guys all the time, I make mistakes. I do things I shouldn't do. I'm not a good man. I like to hurt people. We all know this. Like, I've never hid this fact. And when you spar like these guys that want to spar, there is no respect. You haven't earned it. You haven't proved yourself. You don't deserve not to get hurt. Yeah, no. If Forrest didn't jump in, I would have took your life if I could have.
It's thought that Strickland is like this because of his upbringing. He was brought up in an abusive household with an alcoholic dad who terrorized his mother, and the trauma he suffered in those early years is what made him turn to fighting.
I went through like pretty severe trauma as a kid, like pretty fucked up trauma. Yeah. Where, like, I could.
He said if dude didn't jump in when he did, I would have taken his life.
My dad would get home drunk, start drinking at like 6. He would get home at like 7, and like just be up until like 3 a.m, just like tell my mom, tell my mom she's a whore, he's gonna kill her. Like, I'll never forget, like he would talk like burn her face with acid. And mind you, I'm in elementary school. I'm in elementary school, right? So like,
so that's a lot of responsibility than you.
Or badass and Nate, bro. Like what?
Yeah, no, you'd always tell her that like if you cheat on me, and she probably was cheating on him.
I agreed with everything he said up until the whole I would have taken his life.
I remember like
the whole I'm not the enjoying hurting people. That's his whole trauma. But he don't hide that fact though. Okay, he ain't never hid it. He ain't pretended to be this nice guy, this all so and so, and then turned up. Everybody know him. He admit to how he is. You knew what you was getting into. And he's just said, bro, you can't get in the ring with me and expect not to get hurt. Like, that's disrespectful. So, yeah, I'm okay with that. But that whole murder thing?
That he considered the unthinkable.
I remember like, you don't even know it is when you're a kid. When you're really talking about suicide, like being a little kid, like laying in bed, like just like, man, I'm done with this shit. Like, there can't be a God. When I talk about like, oh, I'd kill a man, it's like you don't understand. You're like, you go through that level of trauma, like you just view the world differently. If it wasn't fighting, bro, I'd be in jail. Like it's not like to have like, you don't understand. Like I truly have a deep down urge to kill somebody. Like I can't. It doesn't go away.
With this context, it's a lot easier to understand why Strickland is the way he is and why he beat up Sneako like that. Still, it doesn't excuse what he did, but Sneako seems to have taken it on the chin.
I kind of feel bad for him, like, because I can tell that he's very few fighters are fighting because they enjoy hurting people. But there's a phrase like hurt people. The guy clearly has a troubled past, and he's doing it because he genuinely, like, he wants to draw blood on people. Like, he wants to get revenge for stuff that's happened. And I kind of feel bad for that, because I know most fighters, they do it for the respect. Like guys like Habib, for example, or Islam, the Muslim fighters, they do it for like the honor, for the respect.
Some kind of killer, he been talking online about how his training regimen is more brutal than military training for the SEALs.
They do it for the honor of it. This dude is just,
I don't believe that one.
Troubled past and just wants to hurt people. And so there's like different justifications for why.
Even though the spar between Sneako and
I don't think he was talking shit.
He actually came away worse off when he had a spar with Bradley Martyn.
I don't think he was talking shit to old dude though. He was just like, yeah, he been going through some shit, so I can understand why he went as hard as he did. That's kind of what I got from that part right there.
One day, while they were training in Bradley's gym, they decided to have a spar. Sneako didn't protect himself with headgear during this fight either, but he also didn't wear a mouthguard, which he did when sparring Strickland. As you can expect, he didn't put up much of a fight, and Bradley landed a lot of punches straight to his face. It's funny that
all right. Still, you get a slight level of respect for getting up in there and still squabbling. All right, but this ain't no life or death situation. Your manhood is not in question for doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just fucking stupid, okay? There's situations, you know what I'm saying? Say a nigga that's house, pull up and smack your girl on the ass. Well, you might have to take an ass whooping, okay? I'm fighting a motherfucker. I'm gonna have to take it on the chin and just hope somebody jump in. That was not an intentional rhyme, but damn it, we sticking with it, all right? But remember what I said about weight classes. That motherfucker is big as shit, okay? You need ground game versus a nigga this big. You need weapons versus a nigga this big. You need ammunition for niggas this big. You need some prayer for niggas this big. You need that one shot, that one lucky shot that you hit on this temple that make him go to sleep. You need that. What you don't need is to have some gloves and one-on-one in a ring with a nigga that size when you that size. It's just not possible.
Bradley managed to knock Sneako down when Strickland couldn't. They continued for a bit longer before calling it quits, and it was only then that Sneako realized he'd chipped his tooth.
Bro, you chipped my tooth, Brad. Oh, really? Yeah.
Should've wore a mouth guard.
Where'd it go? I spit it out mid-fight. Me.
As well as a chip, he also got a cut on his eyebrow. It's pretty clear Sneako needs to be more careful with who he chooses to spar with. Fighting guys double your size who want to hurt you is never going to end well, especially when you don't take precautions by wearing protective gear. So from Mikey embarrassing him to Strickland beating him up, 2024 hasn't gotten off to a good start for Sneako.
Damn, it is just March.
Everyone knows that Sneako is a controversial character. He's permanently banned from YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok because of the many things he said online. And now he exclusively posts his content to Rumble. It's been over a year since he joined Rumble, and ever since, he's been extremely active on the platform. On February 9th, he attended a Power Slap event they were hosting, along with many other big streamers and influencers. He streamed the whole thing, and some parts were pretty hard to watch. While he was in the lobby before he entered the event, iShowSpeed and Kai Cenat showed up. Sneako noticed them, and it looked like he was waiting to greet them, but they ended up walking straight past and didn't acknowledge him at all. It even seemed like Speed was mocking him when he turned around looking left to right. From the look on his face, you could tell this got to Sneako, but he didn't mention it and just went into the event. He was in the VIP section and there were many other big names around, so after spending a bit of time watching the contest, he began networking. At one point, he stopped to watch a guy perform a magic trick, and it was then, less than 40 minutes after he got in there, that security asked him to leave. He was escorted out of the VIP section while all the other influencers, most of which don't even stream on Rumble, were allowed to stay. It's unclear why he got the boot, but throughout the rest of the stream, he was either complaining about that or asking people why Kai, Speed, and others were ignoring him.
Can I ask you a question, Mike? Yes, sir. Why do you think there's this overall vibe of a lot of like industry people, they don't f with me? What is that? And you must know.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not really sure, bro. I think everybody probably has a different reason for it. I'm not quite sure.
You ever get secondhand embarrassment? I don't know how, but I'm getting secondhand embarrassment just looking at this motherfucker right now, because dog.
When you take shots at people, obviously they're gonna mark that.
A lot of people that I don't take shots at.
I don't know. But also, yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of people too that just don't want to be with somebody who's having conversations about the shit you're having conversations about.
It's true Sneako doesn't do himself any favors by always criticizing people and getting into beef. And the fact he's always bringing up hot button topics like the ongoing wars really puts people off.
Well, it
Most
seems we have
influencers
another
don't wanna be
subscriber.
questioned about things
I
like
guess
that
I
or
won't
have
have to
debates on
destroy
it.
your
And who can blame them?
Yo.
At the end of the day, they're entertainers.
Raptor, I appreciate the 37 months, brother mans. I appreciate you, bro. How you been?
The dumbest shit, I gotta be honest with you, is the fact that genocide is controversial. Like, being against genocide is controversial. Saying free Palestine, saying that what's happening right now, people getting bombed during the Super Bowl, while Taylor Swift is chugging a beer on live TV for your entertainment, they're moving people out of the Gaza Strip into another village just to bomb them even more. And saying that's wrong, saying children dying, saying genocide is wrong, is controversial. That's the fucked up part about this industry, that all these people need to be like, I don't know, buy Prime. Insanity.
These are important things to bring attention to, but if people choose not to talk about it, you can't crucify them for it. Sneako comes across like he thinks he's better than guys like Kai and Speed because he talks about this stuff.
They try to lump me in with these other influencers. I want to reiterate right now, I am not like these other niggas, man. I am not like one of these other influencers. I'm
Other who?
not them. You know, hey, here's the influencers. They put me on the other side. And I'm the one streaming on Rumble every day. But they put these guys, Kai and Speed, they walk out the red carpet for them. I get it. They're not a brand.
I'm sensing a little hatred coming from this guy right here. Just a little bit of hatred. Sorry, but if you have to talk about how better you are than everyone else, you're not better than everyone else. If you think the subject you're talking about makes you smart, if nobody likes you, they're not gonna like you when you start saying shit like that, bro. You're not like them because you said niggas that do MMA are autistic, and then started doing MMA. Dog, this guy is just weird, bro.
Brand risk. They're jumping around, they're dancing. They're not gonna speak about anything that is gonna cause a problem.
Even though he tries to hammer home the point that he's not like these other influencers, it's undermined by the fact that he clearly seeks validation from them.
Kai, when you got accused of when last year, New Year's Eve, when they tried to accuse you of grape, who was there on stream defending you while everybody else was silent? Well, everybody else was like, what? I immediately defended you because I know that they try to do that to successful men. As soon as you get to the next path in life, they try to bring up some false allegations, and I defended you, Kai. And then you walk right in front of me. Aiden, same thing. When you got canceled, these people were not your friends. They only when it's profitable for them. This whole influencer shit is like high school times 10. It's all a giant popularity contest. There's no loyalty whatsoever. They smile and do a little dance and bark, but none of them actually even like each other.
What I find funny about Sneako is that when he's out in public at these events, he comes across as mild-mannered and approachable. But when he's in the comfort of his own home behind his screen, he becomes a totally different person, shouting down the microphone and pointing the finger at people. Given he always does this, he can't be surprised when people stop wanting to be around him.
Do you Sneako? No.
Truth. Elaborate or no? There's no reason to. Okay.
That can't be very nice to hear. Even though Sneako is stacking L's at the moment, it's not all doom and gloom. Despite being banned from most major streaming platforms, he's still being talked about all the time. So ultimately, he's succeeding at the one thing that's most important in the social media game, staying relevant.
All publicity ain't good publicity. I just need y'all to know that, bro. All hype ain't good. No, some people gotta understand that, man. I don't understand, bro.